Hi, Pastor Chris here. The recent events that have taken place in Dallas and in other parts of the country once again have left us speechless, in some ways not knowing what to say, what to think. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of people volunteering opinions, strong opinions about how this happened, why this happened. Our response is difficult because we don't want to seem like we're insensitive. We want to engage in the discussion about how all these people were killed, either police officers or people killed by police officers, and you see the intensity. So for us, we have to pause and take the time to talk to God about these things. I always seem to come back to the center of, again, what would Jesus do in the midst of this? And I just look at his life on planet Earth, and in the midst of all the chaos and the challenges that he experienced while he was on Earth, he always sought to love. He always sought to care, and he always sought to heal. I read different books to try to help center me, especially the Bible. But I read a book constantly by Mother Teresa. It's her thoughts before she passed away. And let me read something to you that is in this a book of reflections. No Greater Love is the name of the book. She says this: "We do not need to carry out grand things in order to show a great love for God and for our neighbor. It is the intensity of love we put into our gestures that make them into something beautiful for God." And I think that really is what we need to come back to. That we need to now, once again, double down, if you will, in the intensity of our love for others, for God, and for one another. Darkness can't drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Martin Luther King said that. And for us to be able to drive out the darkness that surrounds us in this world, we need to do it with the light of God's love. My challenge to us again today is to pray for the victims, to pray for the people who've suffered so greatly these last several days, whether it's in Dallas, Texas, or in other places. But to pray for all of those who suffer, the people who live in our neighborhoods, people who live in our homes, people we work with. There isn't a pause button on loving others or loving God. That's something that's always supposed to be taking place. So our challenge today is to love and not so much find grandiose things to do, but to love, as Mother Teresa says, love intensely. So let's go out and do that. Tomorrow, Sunday, I hope you come and join us at 5:30 in the evening. We're going to continue to talk about growing, being rooted, growing, and reaching out in love. And also remember, for those of you who are part of the Vineyard, that we have our family meeting Monday night, July the 11th at 6 p.m., childcare provided. Hope to see you then too. We're going to talk as a family about all the things that God is doing and what he wants to do through the Vineyard. Okay, be blessed.